right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Chelas con Chavos. ¿Qué tal, mi gente? I'm here once again, co-host John, and here with the also co-host Miguel. ¿Qué pasa, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás?
Good, bro. It's a Friday afternoon, a little earlier than usual, just because of our schedules. We're here a little earlier, but that's just good because we can finish the airing, and then everyone can, go do their thing tonight or kick back and chill at the house, and drink their chelas, so then just have a listen to us, no?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just got back today from my trip over to the East Coast. So yep, hence, we're early on a Friday. This is a good time that's available. Checking into my home month to go, and then I'll be back in San Diego for sure.
All right, awesome. And those of you who are watching, actually on computer or whatnot, and don't see me, it's because I'm in a top secret location. I'm scouting some players over here in South America, and I just don't want nobody to know where I'm at. Okay.
I got
No, but yeah. Well,
you. Got
thanks
that pretty
everybody
well.
for tuning in. Yeah, speaking of scouting, we'll get to that. A very important, or signing, I guess you want to call it. But we'll get into that later in the show. But before starting, we got a lot to uncover today. We haven't talked for a moment, but before we get into all the juicy stuff, I wanted to get into some Chavos news.
Hmm.
A couple things that we wanted to announce that are obviously been on the horizon. We just wanted to remind everybody. The main thing is the Chavos helping Chavos, the backpack giveaway. That is going on Saturday, August 20th. That is next weekend.
Hmm.
That's going to be at 2174 Logan Avenue, San Diego, obviously California, 92113, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. First come, first serve. Speaking of that, this weekend there will be a watch party put on by the club over at Hangar FC in El Cajon, East County, uh, over where I domain, and so I'm gonna check that out. But we'll talk about that later. But so if there are people who still want to give, some help there with the backpack giveaway, take those items to Hangar FC, so you'll be able to provide those there, and also any other locations. They're on social media. But yeah, let us know social media, that the Chavos social media, anywhere other locations y'all interested in. I believe Cakes is receiving some too. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken, Miguel.
Yeah, yeah. We actually have a few set up, a few drop off locations set up. One of them, obviously, Cakes. That's one of the bakeries that I'm a co-owner of. Um, and then also three, they have a box set up in their brewery as well. Super awesome of them to do that. And then we also have another box. We're also collecting over in Studio 54, which is a salon over in Bonita. One of our Chavos members, Jess, one of our Chavas, she's been helping us out with that as well. Um, we're going to be collecting over at Hangar of Sea, just like you mentioned, and then also at Que Burros probably this weekend as well. We're going to be collecting some stuff there for the watch party, and also want to give a big shout out to the Bridge Bar folks because they were able to actually do some their own as well. So that's actually going to be helping us out, and all these drives, we're going to be ending on August 19th. We're going to be sending them over to Adrian's, and we're going to be packing them up and getting ready for Saturday.
Awesome. Yeah, just in time too. It's back to school. So definitely, we know a lot of kids are looking forward to these things, this help, right?
Yep.
That obviously right now, if you want to call it the recession or non-recession, whatever, but I know there's a lot of families that are struggling right now. So this is a very special thing that Adrian from Chavos has started, and has been growing a lot of momentum the past couple seasons. So we want to thank him, of course, but everyone who has been providing, we want to thank you as well. So there you go.
Yep.
So speaking of, we just mentioned Hangar FC and Que Burros. There is a watch party. Everyone should know by now that Que Burros has opened their arms to supporters from, loyal, Chavos, locals, Rainbow Loyals. So it's basically a home base now. Uh, Queburos now. So if anybody's in the area or not on the area, go check it out. If you're going to be in the National City or South Bay area, but also there's going to be the watch party here in East County, uh, put on by the club. And I'll get into Queburos a little later. Because I've been there before, so I kind of wanted to talk about that place. But it's very very awesome that the owner there has opened their arms to us, and he's pretty much going all in with loyal in regards to having you know supporters paint on the wall and receiving loyal items and putting it displaying them on the wall and stuff like that. So we'll get into that later because I wanted to mention a little bit later in regards to some of the matches that's been going on. So yeah. So last little kind of note, a little special thing, Hispanic Heritage Month. Um, there was a organization that was wanting to film a little bit of the Chavos and some of the supporters. So over this past match against Monterey Bay, I'm not sure you people have noticed who were there at the match that Chavos were being filmed over at Deft Brewery. The very own President Kev was the main protagonist there, and they wanted to get a little bit of a taste with the Chavos and the Hispanic heritage that we portrayed, among other heritages, but that was just a part of that organization that they want to get a little bit of a taste of what the Chavos have been doing in the community here. So I'm not sure if you have anything else you wanted to add to that.
I mean, no, honestly, I wish I would. I mean, I wish I kind of would have been able to been there, because it's it was in the middle of the week. It was a little hard for most of our travels to kind of get there. But I did read about it. Everything that was going on in the Discord channel while I was away. And it seemed like a great opportunity, and from what I saw, it was just it definitely there was a big turnout of people, which was really good for a Wednesday night. Um, but yeah, no, it's just stuff like that, that's kind of I guess that was always the vision for us as a group, when things started to get a little bit bigger. The padrinos and stuff like that. I don't know if they knew how big this was going to get when they started it, but I mean, I know when we kind of started doing this organization, as like as okay, let's get together and actually, start organizing so we can get recognized. This was one of those goals, right? Is to be able to get uh involved in the community and be recognized as that kind of organization that, hey, like we're about San Diego, and it's good to be able to see, that kind of stuff happening for us finally.
Yeah, exactly. And the supporters culture has been growing here the past couple years exponentially, right? I mean, Chavos are growing, locals, obviously have been growing, Rainbow Loyals, and then there's other smaller or like-minded supporters groups that are building their culture as well within the loyal supporters group. So yeah, it's beautiful to see how far we have come. There's obviously a lot more to do. So, yeah. So there you go.
Yep.
So I know we were talking about um, before we went on live about some other notes that we want to talk about before continuing on in regards to away days. So we just mentioned about watch parties for obviously local away days. I want to see what more information you got about our future away days, either watch parties or actual, just going to the game. So what do you want to add?
Yeah, so I think we're on Discord. We're kind of talking right now to see if anybody would be interested in going up to Monterey, for their away, for that away game over in the first weekend of September. So this is gonna be it's probably gonna be one of those, like, maybe it's gonna be an informal thing where it's just like just a couple of let's kind of get together and make our way. But if you're in the Travels Discord, you get on that conversation. If you want to get in on that ride up there, maybe we can get enough people and be able to rent a van and just kind of head up there. Maybe find a place to stay, or if we're gonna just do a quick turnaround and then just come back right away. I mean, we still have all kinds of different things we had to work. Unfortunately, this weekend was the big weekend we were trying to get out, to go to Birmingham. But with things kind of going around. The money's a little tight for folks. And it was just kind of like we just we're gonna have to wait for that one big away day for next year for sure. But we got the stuff going on with Monterey, and then we're also gonna be looking to go to Vegas as well. So just those are the two things that we're kind of tracking right now. But who knows, man? I mean, it might be good, for us to maybe we can go to San Antonio or something like that. It's always the great
Oh
part about
yeah,
all this stuff is that everything is just kind of like out of the blue sometimes, right? And this Monterey one, we just Sam brought it up this past week, and this so far there's four of us. I mean, hopefully maybe some of the people might want to join, might make a nice little Saturday Sunday out of it and then come back home.
yeah, exactly. And I wanted to mention a few of the rest of the games that we have left because the season's starting to wind down, right? But
Yep.
I've been on the locals Discord as well, and I know there's already talk of several people going up to Monterey as well, and also against Vegas Lights that people are interested in going there. The tough thing we have to mention that the tough thing about going to Monterey, I know there's a lot of people interested. We'll see how many actually make it, but I know there's already a lot of people that already are, either already got their hotels booked or whatnot. But it is a holiday weekend, so it is going to be a little tough to get hotels around the area. But there's mentions of people driving up and then driving back. So just keep that in mind that things are looking kind of tight. So if you can get on those reservations, either booking those flights or hotels, jump on that. But how you just mentioned some of the away games that are coming up, we have El Paso August 20th, obviously Birmingham this weekend, Monterey Bay the 3rd of September, and San Antonio September 10th. Las Vegas September 24th. That's a big one that I really want to look forward, to trying to go to. But another one that I want to mention here and get a little bit more into it is October 1st against Orange County. Hey, I'm not sure if you heard the news, but Los Dos LA Galaxy are trying to kick them out of their house. They're saying they're not trying to, that they want to work along with them. But basically, let's just call it that they're trying to give them the boot, from Championship Park there. But that might potentially, I mean, I'd hate to say it, but that might potentially be the last time the OC will be there. So I really want to get to that game. I know there's been a lot of things going on social media and things in Orange County in regards to that. But also there's an away day, October 15th, Saturday, October 15th against Sacramento Republic. So there's quite a few away days that are potentially, they're within, the bounds of California that are going to be pretty, I'm pretty sure a pretty good following are going to be going. But as we proceed, I wanted to see what you thought about what happened over there in Orange County in regards to their city council having a hearing the other day. Well, actually, they put it off the books. They had it on the books and then took it off. I think because so much heat was coming down on them and also LA Galaxy in regards to the whole thing about LA Galaxy getting bumping themselves in, kind of bullying themselves into Championship Park and and pretty much kind of taking over that establishment there. But I wanted to get your input on that because a lot of it's been on Orange County social media too, but a lot of supporters in the this western area, even the whole nationally, even internationally, who once were, you can call enemies, like Phoenix and us, were supporting Orange County. But I wanted to see what you thought about that.
You know what? It's it's a sad thing for the fans to kind of go through. Um, uh, the fact that Los Dos, play in closed doors. They don't have any fans that kind of come in and watch their games and stuff like that. It's kind of I think it's a little BS. To push out an established club, right? Like Orange County, especially the champion, the current league champions.
Our
Um,
champions, yeah,
yeah, and you really
USL.
you feel for their fan base, man, because it's it, to be the USL champion and then to have to play in that, be bullied by the MLS, like that. That's a little. I think that's a little. I don't know. That's just sad. To be honest, I mean, it just kind of looks like they're kind of like kind of pushed to the side. Just kind of looked down upon up in that area.
Yeah.
When it's actually like a really really good club. I just have such interest in Championship Park. Why I don't know why they just don't. If Los Dos is going to be just a development team, why not have them play over at the Dignity Hill Sports Park? There's got to
Yeah.
be another field right behind there,
Yeah.
right where they do the
There
training.
is.
You know they're not selling any extra tickets. They've been, like I said, they've been playing behind closed doors, like at home, since pretty much this whole thing almost started. So I don't know why the city, what city is it that Championship Park's in? Is it Irvine?
Irvine.
Yeah. So I don't know why the city council would even consider like just removing a team that actually builds revenue for a team that doesn't really do anything for the community, right? So I feel for their fans, dude. I hope all this stuff gets fixed quickly, and and done justice to Orange County for sure.
Yeah. So apparently there was a lot of financial kind of packages or type of benefits for Galaxy to move into Championship Park. That's the reason why Irvine was looking into it. So obviously, it looks like Irvine's probably struggling too, in regards to city wise, in regards to money and stuff like that. So Galaxy was going to offer some financial kind of incentives to be allowed to kind of take over the park, but it still doesn't make sense why Orange County, right? But we're part of the USL family, and the reason why I say about, hey, that's our champion, our champion right there. That's not, Loyal is my team, right? But to go and try to take down the USL champion is kind of taking a hit at us as well,
Yeah.
because we're all in the big USL family, even though we're they're bantering with OC, we're bantering with Phoenix and stuff like that. And that's something you don't want to see, is that the champ, because imagine if they can boot the champion, the USL champion, and treat them in such disregard like that. Imagine what can happen here. There was mentioning of potentially maybe one of those MLS Next Pro teams, playing as Snapdragon, because we don't know exactly what's going to be going on with Loyal next year. Like, I think it's going to starting to get kind of clustered, to a claustrophobic as Snapdragon now, because you're going to have apparently SDSU soccer playing there. You're going to have SDSU football. You're going to have the SD Legion, the rugby. You're going to have the Wave. If you just add the Loyal in there, I mean, it's just starting to get kind of crowded. But hey, what if MLS Next Pro says, hey, we don't care about weekends. We want to put, let's just say, LAFC says, hey, we want to put a team over there, but we'll play on Tuesdays or Wednesdays when no one cares. We just want to have, we just want to play in that nice stadium and kind of build the brand. So that's why it's kind of like, and that could affect obviously the whole situation with Loyal, right? So but yeah, it's one of those things that we'll look into it further in the future. They don't want to dwell on it too much, but it's one of those ugly things. I think it was a slap to the face by MLS to USL. A lot of support came out from a lot of different avenues, regards to assisting OC, either by covering in the issue, complaining to Irvine, the city council, or to MLS, LA Galaxy. But yeah, how you just mentioned, why is if LA Galaxy is trying to promote themselves, either their academy or the youth, they could be playing in Long Beach, they could be playing in East LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, like, obviously Carson's really far from East LA. You want to build a brand, because LAFC pretty much took over LA, like inner LA, and for you not to think about, hey, we got to strengthen our grip on LA. Let's play over in Long Beach. Let's play over in East
Hmm.
LA, or when even the Valley, San Fernando Valley, San Gabriel Valley. But
Yeah.
no, they wanted to take the USO championship, or the champions out, take their home underneath them, and then try to pull this whole fiasco. But that soccer war right there is not over. That's just one of the battles right there. The soccer wars are real and it's happening. So we'll get into that, I'm sure, as the season progresses. So I just wanted to talk about that. But anyways, the point back again is that that's the big reason why I want to definitely make sure I'm out at the October 1st OC match. Obviously, you heard that the couple weeks ago that when Loyal played OC, it was pretty much a packed house. Well, yeah, pretty much it was a packed house, but it was a lot of packed Loyal fans. So
Yeah,
so that just
it's an easy
shows. What's that?
road trip for us.
Definitely, we don't want to see them suffer like that. We don't want to see them having to play at Cal State Fullerton or something like that, or something of that nature. Because I mean, I think this is a big chess move by MLS. And think about it like this: if we lose Sacramento to MLS, because there's talks of MLS going, or to Sacramento again, just because of what's been going on with their successful run of the Open Cup. But and plus, they could use a team, a franchise up there to liven up the whole San Jose, Northern California kind of rivalry, because we're in Southern California, we have LA FC against LA Galaxy, and up north, I know MLS loves it. They're gonna want that San Jose Sacramento, and then obviously there's Portland, Seattle, and then with Vancouver and stuff like that too. So they're seeing money in the long run here, and if we lose Sacramento too, or in California, or basically they have in Southern California just OC, and Loyal, and then imagine if OC doesn't have their home anymore, and then we have Monterey Bay up there too. But now you're really only going to have three, USL clubs in California. So I think it's a big move by MLS here, a big bad move, a slap in the face move. So so there you go. Any
I
last?
think the USL
Yeah,
just
go
has
ahead.
to start making a little bit they have to start making a little bit bigger moves when it comes to their league. Um, but at this point, I'm not really too concerned about going over to MLS anymore. Um, and especially the Snapdragon thing is not even guaranteed that we're going to be there. We still have a fight, for our own stadium, over in the Midway district.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things up in the air right now, and to try to make sense of all of it is just it's a little daunting. But you never know what's gonna happen next season. Maybe they'll make some sort of announcement, at the end of October. Once the season's over, you never know. They might be talking behind the scenes with with Snapdragon, or they might be talking, still it's a midway thing. So there's a lot of things up in the air right now, and you never know. I mean, I think we're just at this moment we have to make sure that we're not another OC, right? Like the with the whole thing with the wave the same time that we're playing Phoenix Rising, our biggest rival. It's just kind of like I don't want to I don't want to start competing with other people. If that's going to be the case, then I'm just going to keep going Loyal all the way. Like I can really give. I don't care for the Snapdragon is going to be a very nice, shiny new stadium. Um, you know, I'm not going to just not go to a San Diego Loyal game against Phoenix Rising because just because they opened up a new stadium, right? Snapdragon. That just it's stuff like that that's I feel it's kind of going on, especially in OC, right? It's just it's we're seeing this club as like it's just USL, and
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of stuff that's happening to them happen to us. So if as long as we as supporters keep showing up, keep making the noise, I don't think we're going to be seeing that kind of issues here in San Diego for sure.
Yeah, a couple things I wanted to piggyback on what you're saying, but yeah, I think, oh man, I don't know what's the issue is, or who was planning this, game day in both, organizations, um, but and there hasn't been any talk about changing the times, and I think both clubs are putting their kind of foot down that no, we're going to continue as is. But you're right, I'm going to be loyal, to my club, and that's Loyal. I watched a few, not in person, wave matches, but my heart's all in for Loyal, and I do want to assist a wave match, but I'm not right now. My dedication's towards Loyal, but something you were mentioning though, I want to say that it's very important to show our support for Loyal, because of obviously this is Chelas con Chavos, and we're supporting everything SD, but our main priority here, our main club here is Loyal, but we
Mm.
need to support Loyal, because the way things are going right now with Loyal, and we'll get into like these matches coming up, or the ones that have passed as well. But we're in the number 2 position right now, and we have potential if we can continue to get positive results of having a first home playoff match. If we solidify at least our number 2 and 3 position, which it looks like we can and will solidify our number 2 position, we will have a home playoff match. And how big is that? That if we can prove or show San Diego that this is a professional football club, and we can pack the house, we can pack Torero, and the whole buzz around having a home playoff match. It doesn't matter who it is, but can you just imagine that? And then showing San Diego, showing nationally the big support that soccer has here in San Diego. Obviously, talking about the loyal here, but that can kind of leak into the whole Midway project, because if people see the greatness that's going to happen that night, hopefully, crossing our fingers here, we get a home playoff match, that the people, the community might say about that Midway thing, like, hey, you know what, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea, this whole Midway thing with the whole loyal stadium there, the modular one, and then the whole official brick and mortar later on. So that's why I'm so urging people to go out and support, especially we're winding down the end of the season. But my loyalty is with ST Loyal, and
Mhm.
there's no doubts I'm going to be at that match against Phoenix, because right now is a perfect time to hit the bleeding animal, the gazelle, when they're down. Right now it's like I really want to whoop on Phoenix, just from a lot of things in the past that have been going on. But I'm going to truly enjoy that, and hopefully it does happen. But yeah, it's going to be very important, so I just wanted to see if you have any input on that.
Yeah, and no, it's gonna be a very, very important match. I think coming up are gonna be kind of crucial for us just to be able to solidify that home advantage, right? And then also another big thing too that could be helping San Diego, more embrace loyal even more, is that Padres soccer fan night,
Yes.
right? Uh, that theme night with the San Diego Padres. Oh, there's going to be a lot of Chavos there, and the locals just made just started announcing that they're going to be having people there as well. I mean, it could turn out to be something really big, right? You also got the Brujos for the San Diego Soccer. I'm sure people from the Wave are going to be going, but it'd be a moment for us to be able to, to show up in mass to a San Diego Padre game, and people asking us, "Hey, what are you guys about?" That's an opportunity for us there. And I'm kind of thinking, now that I think about it, I'm going to bring something up in the leadership chat. Um, so yeah, I just got a new idea, and I'm not going to say it right now. I'll put it up in the chat. But yeah, uh, that's gonna be very critical. I think for us as a supporter group, even for the locals, and especially for the city, it's not, give us that kind of like little recognition, for that soccer community that is in here in San Diego. Um, that's gonna be great. I mean, you saw that picture that we gave Erickson Profar jersey,
Yeah,
San Diego Royal jersey. So it's like he's promoting it, and it's just like we just gotta get people excited for the team, man. And you know that home playoff spot, and these next few games are gonna be very critical. And imagine if we go into the playoffs, the number one seed in the West, and we have home field advantage guaranteed, you know, through through the USL Championship game, right? That would be amazing. Because right now, I
yes,
mean, it's actually in first place of all. They had to have a guaranteed first place, a home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs, and San Diego's like right behind them too. And then right now, I think Louisville is on top of the East, but they're at 49 points, and we're at 49 points. So, I mean, we have the possibilities are endless. I mean, if they can keep this going, this is going to be huge for them as a club.
exactly. Yeah, and also just to add about the whole soccer theme night for the Padres, and that's August 23rd or
Or
20
it's a Tuesday.
23rd. Yeah, 23rd, Tuesday. But there will be a tailgate. It's being promoted by local, so they're charging, I believe, $10, and they're gonna have some pizza and some food, I believe. And so yeah, it's gonna be a nice thing for the soccer community to kind of meet up. Doesn't matter if you're following the Soccers, the Wave, Loyal, or even just Albion or whatnot or whatever. But we should have a big following or big showing there. from the soccer community, and just kind of represent San Diego. But yeah, that could be a big buzz around where people are going to be asking, oh, who are Chavos, who are locals, and who's the Rainbow Loyals and stuff like that. And they're going to get more interest and kind of see like the mass showing that we should be having. And obviously, we're going to be chanting some chants. I'm pretty sure we're going to make some up for that day. But yeah, just getting the buzz around Loyal and having these potential playoff matches coming in, I think it's going to be a big help for our stadium situation. And yeah, I'm just really just looking forward to solidifying that the playoff, because I'm going to mark that on the calendar right when we hear that we are hopefully going to get a home playoff match. I'm going to set that day and have like nothing else go on. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm not working. I want to make sure that, I got the whole day to prepare for that, because, I'm really, really looking forward to that. The first one here in San Diego with Loyal. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, speaking of, you're talking about San Antonio and things of that, like that, teams are around the league, Louisville. But I wanted to get into now about the whole San Antonio matchup. Just quick notes. And against Monterey Bay, obviously, we got a good result over in Orange County. But yeah, San Diego Loyals on fire right now,
Yeah.
right? Players are just really. There's a few players still favoring a little bit, like like Kyle Vassell. So kind of favoring a little bit. Maybe about 90%, but not 100%. But everyone's rolling. We're working as a unit. We beat San Antonio FC 3-0, which was unexpected. Beat Monterey Bay by the minimum difference, which was a pretty tough match. We saw Siaha, who used to play for Loyal, very athletic keeper, but Coque Vegas, busted his chops
Hmm.
and kicked some butt there in the goal. But right now, Loyal is hot. They're top three in the power rankings. So they're coming in hot at the end of the season, just when we need them to. Conway is busting his chops, battling all the players. Thomas Amang, Guido, just pretty much everybody. Stoneman's getting his stuff together. Kyle Adams, just everybody. So, what's your opinion on what's been going on?
Ever since it should have been. I mean, we had wins in a row. Is that what it is? Yeah, we should be. I mean,
Five, yeah,
yeah,
five.
we should have
Yes,
9 wins in a row by now. To be honest with
yeah.
you, I mean
uh,
that Galaxy that Los Dos game was just was complete BS and stuff like that. But I mean, we won 8 out of the last 9. I mean, these guys are they're winning. They're making statements. And it looks kind of ugly, right? So it's like, we beat Hartford Athletic 3-0, right? We lost to Las Vegas Lights 2-1. Then we beat, Indy 11 5-0. And then we have a couple more wins, and then we lose to LA to Los Dos 5-0. So it's like, none of these past few games, like before these last 5 that we won in a row, they've all been very inconsistent. Every game has been kind of inconsistent. We don't know which loyal team is going to show up, right? But these last 5 games, I mean, they've been making statements. They're statement wins, right?
yeah.
Beating at home, right? And then here, and then beating RGV, then going to Orange County up there and picking up that come from behind win, and then beating San Antonio, in a 1-2 matchup at home here. And then Monterey played pretty well yesterday, but I mean, you got to give it to the team. The team is just they're working very well, man. You said it, you hit the nail on the head, right? They're just they're firing on all cylinders right now, and we're gonna have to see these next few games are gonna be very, very crucial, because I think in the next games we only have one home game, and then so everything else is gonna be away. So we don't want to be just the home team, right? We want to be a team that can play away, and if in order for us to be able to get that home field advantage for the playoffs, we got to win these road games, and they're going to be very hard road games. I mean, going from Birmingham to El Paso, and then coming back to San Diego, and then traveling up to the Bay Area for Monterey, and then going over to Texas. It's just going to be it's going to be a very, very hard road for us coming up. I mean, these next 5 games are going to be very crucial, especially the away ones.
Yeah, just how you said it. Of the next five matches, only one of them is at home, and the last three home matches that we have of the season are coming. One against the Roots,
Hmm.
another against Phoenix Rising, and then the last one against New Mexico United. They're all about 3 weeks in between each other, and
Yeah.
in between those 3 weeks, we're playing other clubs, other teams. So those home matches, that's it. That's it, everybody. These last three home matches, we need everyone out. The Wednesday one, it's gonna be tough. People got school. School's back. But we don't want to get as many people out there. Have the kids go out. Hey, because after that, the rest of the matches are gonna be on a Saturday and a Sunday. Like let the kids, they can sleep a little bit less, just one last time. But we're gonna need everyone out there at Torero, because it's gonna get tough. We're gonna have to be grinding it out. The all the teams that we're playing basically in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, are all basically in our Western Conference. El Paso, Monterey Bay, San Antonio, OC, Las Vegas, Sacramento. So each one's gonna be vital. So it's gonna be really, really important for us to support the club. And I have a I have a strong confidence in the team, and I know we will get into the playoffs. But the main thing is that I just want to solidify that home playoff match. So that's the thing that's in
Yeah.
question.
At least
So
at least two. I want to see at least two home playoff matches.
yeah, at least two. So speaking of just some of the away, watch parties and away matches, I wanted to get into the Queburros a little bit, because some people have not been there. Some people want to get more information about how it is over there.
Hmm.
I want to talk about my experience over there, which is good. I went there, I believe it was for the Orange County match. I was not able to go to that match. So, the reason why I didn't go, not kind of the main reason, but I could have gone. But I really wanted to go to Queburros because it was like the first weekend of an official gathering for a match over there. So I could have gone to OC, but I kind of wanted my sleep for the following day. So I decided, hey, I want to go to Queburros and kind of see how it is over there. So I went, and a couple things to note. So if you are going to go in the future, parking is pretty tight. But however, I did see something, I believe, on social media. Actually, no, that was our actually in our Discord, Chavos, that the owner is looking on getting some kind of a valet style assistance for our game days. So again, here the owner, I believe his name is Juan.
Yeah.
He's really, really going all out on getting us, or showing love for loyal and showing love for the supporters. So that
Yeah.
is incredible for him to offer that or trying to get it offered. So don't quote me on it, because it's not 100% guaranteed, but he's looking on getting some type of valet service for the match. So there'll be some little bit more assistance there for the parking situation.
Yeah.
But besides that,
They're also offering
yeah, the
I don't
discounts.
know if you were gonna mention this before, but the discount.
Yeah,
And then what is it? $20 for a cubeta
yeah, the
of beans?
cubetas. Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's good. So yeah, so we get the discounts. We get the $20 cubetas. The establishment itself is wide open. It's very modern layout. It's not clustered. There's seating. There's plenty of TVs everywhere, and he plays the sound. So,
Nice.
or the establishment plays the sound. Not like, you know, don't even make me say it. There's some other places where they're playing an NBA game, or they're playing another game, and they're playing that sound and not the Este Loyal that we've watched, that we've had away, or watch parties at. So,
Yeah.
Queburos, the sound is on. We can hear the goals. We can hear the commentary. That's freaking awesome. I don't like going to a place that's saying that they're gonna welcome supporters of Loyal, and then they have other matches going on, and then they don't want to put on our match yet because they have another priority game that they're trying to show. I freaking hate that. So, but Que Burros is a spot. If you want to go, if you're in National City, go there, check it out. Again, it's a wide open layout, very modern. They sell, obviously, burritos. Some of them are wrapped in bacon. I've never had one like that.
I did see that.
But they looked freaking delicious. I had some food there. I didn't have that, but I was trying to save my my gastrointestinal system at the moment, just because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to take that and sustain watching the match. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, the food looks delicious. But yeah, I mean, they are all in over there, so that's definitely a place to be. If you are in the area, or if not in the area, go check it out. It's gonna be they're definitely giving all for loyals. So I mean, that's great. Um, and also for Hanger this FC this weekend, if you are in the East County area, I've been there before as well, so I might as well get into that. I went there a couple months ago. Don't recall. I think they were playing like Oakland or something like that a couple months ago. I don't recall who they're playing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I went to Hangar FC. Obviously there's some people, playing some footy in there. They had the courts open. There was some food, and that's by the club. The club was providing that those items. So it was a pretty cool spot. So if you're in East County, there you go. And Paqueburos is going to be having every single loyal match. Definitely there's a couple places to go for the watch parties.
Yeah.
What else? What else do we have?
Oh, we got the signing, right?
Oh yes, of course. How can I forget that? So I was mentioning that I was on my secret location right now, scouting for loyal. I'm gonna be pushing players now, but but there is a player that was signed. It was announced today. Jackson Kazanzu. He is a 19-year-old, played for Ann Arbor FC over in Michigan. And I'll say it now, I have noticed him, and I'm not gonna say how, but I have noticed him um, with the club. So actually, you might have even people who were watching the pregame matches probably have noticed him as well, or the pregame warmups. But yeah, there you go. He is a defender. Um, the only question I have about it is he nothing negative, but he came from league, USL League Two, so
Yep.
19-year-old, very young. The only question I have is that we have defender wise. I don't think we have anyone that's injured that's out. Maybe because CJ Fodry is not a defender, but we kind of lost him because he went to SDSU soccer. So I don't know if maybe we opened up a roster spot. But
Well, if Austin retired, does that roster spot become available? I think maybe he filled that roster spot that was made open by Austin Guerrero retiring.
could be, yeah, could be. Um, Definitely, I think we're hitting on all cylinders on the offense. Defensively, I do think we just needed a little bit of extra help there, just in case we have an injury, from Stoneman goes down or
Yeah.
Kyle Adams, goes down. Speaking of Kyle Adams, man, didn't he look like he just got out of Fight Club? The last match.
Yeah, man. I
So
can't believe
those
that
two
wasn't hard.
yeah, that picture of him with the gasher on his nose is definitely going to be one for to save for future comments on social media. But definitely a tough cat. But yeah, defenders we obviously need. He looks like a very very athletic player. I have seen him practice with the club. Looks very very agile, athletic. Doesn't look too big in regards of height wise. Um, I don't know.
6'2"?
Say again.
You think I think it was like 100 and I think like 150 some pounds. He's a very skinny kid.
Oh shoot! You know what? Then I'm completely wrong because I'm definitely not 6'2". So maybe it's just because he looks skinny. All right. So yeah, I'm completely wrong then. So he's a very very skinny but tall player.
Oh,
But he looks very very agile, very very speedy. So
mhm.
that's definitely the type of player that I think I've been looking for, kind of like a Yarrow.
Yep.
Like a very athletic, very quick player. And I think that's somebody. Stoneman's not really known for his speed. Kyle Adams is not really known for his speed. So having someone like him, I think is going to help, get a little bit quicker out from the back. So that's going to be pretty good there.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think so. I think it's definitely some help that we needed. Um, I mean, everybody's been playing great. You know, Stoneman's staying alive, right? He's not getting red cards, so that's good. That's a win. Um, but no, everybody's playing great. I mean, and I think yeah, we do need that defensive help, especially because I don't know if those away games coming up are going to be a little bit more defensive style, or we're still going to keep this pressure, that we've been playing at home, right? So I think that's actually kind of working for us. But like Lennon tries he likes to change around, especially for away games, right? Um, so I don't know. We'll see, man. We might have four defenders in the back, over in Birmingham, or it's just the schedule could just be so much travel now. It might be worth it just to have that extra defender on the roster. But yeah, it's like they've been making some really good moves recently, and if they've had this kid, out training with them, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they kind of see something in him enough to be able to give him a contract for this last part of the season.
Yeah, definitely. So he has been practicing with the team, so he's ready to go. He'll get. It's not like they just signed him from some club and then obviously, hey, get in there and play. That's kind of like what happened with Yarrow, that he got kind of just signed, to the club, and then he kind of went that first week and played, and he did not play well. I remember that game exactly because I think it was against Phoenix, and that I think that's when we got burned by like 3 or 4 goals or something like that over in Phoenix.
Yeah,
And Yarrow did not play well that match, but he ended up fitting in really well after that. But yeah, I expect for him to get to fit himself into the whole program pretty good. Um, and yeah, you're right. You will see what happens
oh,
because Birmingham, speaking of Birmingham this weekend, they are, I believe, fourth or fifth. They're actually fifth in their positioning in the Eastern Conference, with 41
hmm,
points, and they're pretty well. They're above Detroit City FC. They got 6 points on them, so they're actually a pretty decent club. They're only 4 points from third place,
yeah,
from Memphis FC. So they're gonna want to win. Loyal is gonna want to maintain their streak of getting good results, and I think it's gonna be a really really interesting match. And you're right. We're gonna see if Loyal and LD, Landon's gonna want to either kind of go kind of conservative when he's away. I don't think so, but I don't know, just because I'd hate to be Landon right now, because if you kind of change away from your offensive mentality and kind of start going conservative, you might start kind of tweaking things the wrong way.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens there.
I mean, it looks like Birmingham's actually, I don't know if they just been kind of getting lucky with their goals, but they've scored 13 goals in their last 3 games. That's freaking crazy.
Damn.
They beat they beat they beat London United 1, they beat Hartford Athletic 1-0, and they beat Atlanta United 2 6-0 at home. So they're
Wow.
definitely a good home team, dude. So it's gonna be a good match this Saturday for sure.
Yeah, just commenting on our one of our padrinos, Abel's comment. He's saying that I think we were mentioning about Que Burros,
Yeah,
about the sound being played, but he's mentioning that the English commentary is boring, anyways. So yeah, let's hear it in Spanish. And when you hear Loyal and the commentators are announcing the goals in Spanish, even if it's the opposing, that just makes it more like, oh damn, like, oh snap, check this out. It's more interesting, so that just to kind of add a little bit of funny commentary there, that hearing the commentary, I think it's very important to kind of get into it more, especially with the whole Spanish announcers.
yeah,
You're gonna be able to hear them saying, like, getting excited about Conway and Kyle Vassell and stuff like that, and Loyal scoring. So but that's the reason why I love going places where they actually have Loyal games with sound, because it just kind of sucks. There's all these sports playing, and then Loyal's just kind of muted, and you're kind of trying to get into it, and you're like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know what's going on, because I think the commentary is important, because yeah, yeah, you want to hear que pinche golazo. Yeah, that's something I definitely do want to hear. And respect to us winning. Like, or que pinche partidazo, right? Like,
yeah.
Loyal's playing well. But yeah, again, speaking about Keuros, again, the commentary, the announcing commentary is going to be you know able to hear it, so that's a good thing there.
No, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm actually pretty excited. I might be going back down. I'm actually in Los Angeles right now, so I might drive down to San Diego for the weekend. So I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can make it out to Caburos for sure because I want to check this place out because everybody seems to be talking great things about it.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get into the prediction for this weekend. What do you think, man?
I don't know, man. The last time I predicted something, we lost 5-0. I mean, that was against Los Dos, but I don't know, man. This Birmingham team they I don't know, man. They look like a really good home team, dude. I'm kind of hoping we can at least maybe pull off a draw. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like I don't know if it's gonna be it depends on what kind of squad, what kind of formation we end up playing. If we're gonna be doing this pressure like we've been doing at home, then I definitely think San Diego might actually squeak the win out. But if we're gonna be playing a little bit more defensive, um, I think we could actually probably hope for a tie at the best. But I mean, like I said, they're playing well. They're firing on all cylinders, and hopefully this momentum keeps going, especially for the away environments. But I think they could probably pull off a draw, maybe like a 2-2 draw. What
Ooh,
about you?
okay. So you definitely see some goals in.
I do, I do.
Okay. I don't know. I've never seen Birmingham play, but the thing that I'm really kind of giving them credit for right now is their positioning. I actually
Mhm.
have heard good things about their supporters out there in Birmingham. So they actually that I heard it's a pretty good following out there. But um, it looks like they're a pretty solid team. I'm looking at the roster right now. They have obviously several Americans. They have a Canadian. I believe that's a Ghanese,
Mhm.
Brazilian player Bruno Lapa, Uruguayan Enzo Martinez, Haitian Zach Herival, Haitian, another Brazilian Marlon, another Ghanese Prosper Kasim. They looks like they have a Croatian player as well, an English player. So of course that doesn't really mean specifically anything, but it looks like they're pretty well balanced internationally with some looks like some South American and European talent. And so it's going to be interesting. They look kind of like those one of those flying under the radar type teams that they're kind of just getting their wins. So they got a 3-win streak. So at home they're 5-2 and 5. So they have a pretty good record at home. So I think it's going to be tough for Landon. It's not going to be easy, especially playing an East Coast team.
Yeah.
Alabama right now, I'm pretty sure it's freaking humid and nasty right now. So you came from over there, right? You came from back there. How's the weather over there right now?
It was muggy. It was miserable. A lot of insects. It's just raining all the time and it's hot, but add the humidity and it makes it even hotter. Um yeah, when I left I think the last day I was over in Georgia, it was 99 with humidity. So it felt like it was like 105. It was just terrible. So I think the it's definitely going to play a little bit of a factor here, especially coming from a West Coast team that's not used to humidity going over there. It's going to be a factor for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. The time of the match is at 5 o'clock Pacific time, correct?
5 Pacific, so it's going to be maybe about 8 p.m. over there. So, or
So
maybe
that might
7,
help.
7 p.m. actually.
Yeah, so that might help a little bit there. Probably just like probably either which way, if you play in humidity for even 15-20 minutes, you're gassed.
Yeah.
You're dehydrated and you're gassed already. So you know what, I kind of feel that Landon's gonna probably go a little bit more conservative the first half, but he has people, players on the bench that he can kind of just pull out there at the second half in like a Mang get some speed up there. And Toomey, Toomey is putting on those burners. So if everyone's starting to get tired, including Birmingham, maybe we put Toomey out there and a Mang, or even Guido to kind of solidify like the midfield, the holding the ball. That's probably what I think is going to be looking for, because it kind of seems like to me he's been kind of looking at that, like he's around the 60th minute. The past couple of matches, Landon's been making changes, and I think he's doing it to kind of just bury the opposition, because right when that happens, when he puts in like these Toomey or Guido or Mang, they're going to be burning the opposition at that time when there's tired legs. So I want to say, man, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Loyal win.
All right, the
Say.
upset.
So yeah,
Am
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
even know. I don't even know who's the favorite. I mean, I didn't even see what the lines are, but um,
It's
they're
probably
probably
gonna be us. We're top three. We're top three right now in the power rankings. They're somewhere in the middle. Birmingham. Um, they're definitely not the top five. I could tell you that, because the San Antonio was like 6th or 7th in the power rankings. I
yeah.
know they dropped because of us beating them, but Birmingham is like, I want to say that they're like in the middle of the table in regards to power rankings. So I say we're gonna win. It's not gonna be easy though, for sure. And I think the big part of it too is gonna be the refereeing. If the refereeing is gonna be pretty solid, I think we'll be okay. But if the referee starts jacking it up, just starts making some bad calls, I think it's gonna be a long night for us over there in Alabama with that weather, especially.
I'm trying to check all the odds right now to see if for the betting, but huh, I think Birmingham's favorite.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not gonna be easy
but
matchup, everybody.
I might be completely wrong, but yeah,
I definitely don't see it being an easy match, and I could even see how there's probably a predictability of a draw in this match, just because it's not going to be easy. Definitely not going to be easy. So, but it's going to be one to see. So that's why I'm calling for everyone to come out. Come out uh, to watch the match, one of the watch parties, and watch the match with your fellow loyal supporters. So yeah. Anything else you want to get into tonight?
nah, man, that's pretty much about it. Gonna try to catch up on my sleep over here. Just getting used to this time change. I gained 3 hours again, so I'm feeling like I might need a little nap just to be able to kind of function through the rest of the day.
All right, good deal, man. Yeah, get some rest up, so you can come out hopefully tomorrow to one of the watch parties.
They try
Uh,
for sure.
yeah, well, thank you, everybody. So yeah, check out our episode. Again, we're earlier than usual, so go ahead and enjoy this episode tonight. Thank you, Abel, for our Padrino, for coming in and getting his spicy comments in here. Um, but yeah, thank you for everybody. Check this episode out tonight. Relax with some chelas, relax at home. If you ain't going out, listen to us and watch the match tomorrow.
Yeah,
And with
definitely.
that,
And don't forget to do your donations at the locations that we have on Instagram, and if you can, follow us, subscribe to us on Anchor, Spotify, Google, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon, and then YouTube. So, yeah, everybody want to wish everybody a great and a good weekend, a very safe weekend. Hopefully I can get to see most of you guys on Saturday.
excellent. So yeah,
Yep.
thank you again, everybody, and peace out.
Later.